At 6. The way forward for USA Gymnastics involves better communication and even arming parents with more information on sexual abuse.
We've been developing this story for you all day across all of our platforms. Anne-Marie Tiernan is in Milwaukee tonight, where she spoke exclusively with the people now charged with finding a way to protect young athletes. Anne?
Well, good evening, John and Andrea. You can see behind me here, there's a bunch of athletes. These gymnasts, Milwaukee overrun by gymnasts right now. There's a big competition underway at the convention center. And keeping these young kids safe is what this report is all about.
Do you think they just had blinders on?
Yeah, I think, people get kind of stuck in their process.
After a 6-month review, former federal prosecutor Deborah Daniels authored a comprehensive report urging USA Gymnastics to make 70 changes in the way they do business and to do so quickly. The panel unanimously agreed on Monday, instituting change effective immediately.
I do believe that it's precedent setting. I believe that if USA Gymnastics adopts these recommendations, which they have pledged to do, they'll really be in the forefront of protection of young athletes in the Olympic movement.
But Daniels says the organization she found now is behind in creating a culture and environment where athlete safety, not winning medals, is the priority.
Sadly, I think you have to have a policy that at least inherently suggests that no one is above suspicion. Trust alone doesn't work.
Athletes who trusted the organization and its representatives, like Dr. Larry Nasser, have come forward, alleging abuse and report insufficient response by the Federation.
Does it make you sick that there's these hundreds of athletes that have come forward and saying that this has been their experience with USA Gymnastics?
Yes, it does. We just had a report at our recent Board of Directors meeting that we now have 200,000 members. And in society, we have this problem of sexual abuse, and we've been striving to tackle it and to do better, and I can assure you that we will do better.
And one way is to better monitor the elite athletes during their monthly stay at the Crowley Ranch north of Houston. Daniels called the environment there isolating and called for better supervision. Daniels says there is no way to know the total number of athletes potentially abused because some will choose to stay silent.
They're taught not to complain. They're taught not to complain for very good reasons. It's a tough sport. You're going to get injured. You're going to need to get right back up and do the trick again. So they're taught to obey the instructions of their coach. All of these things taken as a whole tend to suppress reporting. It's not deliberate. But the atmosphere, the environment, suppresses reporting.
And so if there is a true culture change, Daniels predicts we could see a spike in reported cases, so we'll keep an eye on that. In the meantime, for club gymnasts, travel is a big part of the game. They go to meets and competitions, and some of the restrictions that were approved today means that athletes cannot stay in a hotel room with an unrelated adult. It limits texting. It limits even driving in a car or a coach providing transportation. So I'm talking with a gymnastics mom here who came here from Oklahoma. When you hear about these restrictions, what does that mean for you as a mom with a kid who travels at these events?
Well, I think it would be difficult if both you and her father can't come. Then sometimes you want to send them with another parent so that they can still come compete even though you aren't available to be there.
That's right. So it's going to be some tough logistics. So, yeah. All right. So these are some of the things that families are going to have to deal with as they deal with these new policies. We have a link to them on our website at WTHR.com. Back to you.